Good day to you. It is Wednesday, July the 17th, 2013. Oh yeah, 97 degrees, high temperature today. We're getting through this week, though. And look who's here, our friend Shila.
Hi.
Hi, Shila.
How are you? Good to have you. Thank you so much.
In for the whole hour.
Scary. I don't know what's going to happen or what's coming out of my mouth.
Strapping everybody. I want you to meet this young man. I like him. He's the youngest winner of Food Network show Chopped. There he is. He's from Philly. And today we are challenging Mikey to cook up something using 4 ingredients from our lunchroom vending machine. This is a bigger challenge than Chopped was on Food Network, I'll tell you that.
And actor Jeff Bridges won an Oscar for his performance in Crazy Heart, and now he's starring in a new movie, and he's going to be here joining us on Good Day coming up.
And look who's in Vineland all morning. What a nice crowd out there in Vineland, Jen.
Okay, it's my first time, but they say that I'm doing okay. How awesome is this? The cheerleaders are behind you. I love them. Okay, here we go. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not messing around. The police here, they love me. I can do a donut. Watch out. Ah! Basically, I'm driving.
That's a cronut.
Isn't this ridiculous? I love you. I love you. By the way, I'm not leaving this place. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Jen, nice segue.
I always wanted to ride a Segway.
I've done it a couple of times, and if I can do it...
Anyone can do it?
Oh, anyone can
I
do
hope
it.
it's better than my actual driving, though.
Yeah.
You know, I see they have Philly tours by the
You see them
historic
all the
buildings.
time by the art
They go
museum.
by here,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you should give it a shot. Hey, teenage girls across Philadelphia are getting Bieber fever. I mean, it's breaking out big time right now because tonight, Justin Bieber is in concert at the Wells Fargo Center in South Philadelphia. The question is this. Every day, we do a story about how he's getting into all sorts of trouble. Say he's too pampered. He's had too much success too quickly. He's peeing in janitor buckets. His friends are wrecking his car. He's speeding through his neighborhood. Well, what is going on here? So has it changed your mind about sending your kids to the concert? Yesterday, we showed you a picture of Justin with a beer in one hand and his girlfriend in the other arm, Selena Gomez there. And then the infamous janitor's bucket. He is peeing backstage at a restaurant as he walked through, pees in the janitor's bucket, apparently had been drinking. And then just the other day, over the weekend,
Terrible.
people say that he was spitting in people's faces. First it was a neighbor, now he's being accused of spitting at somebody, Ohio DJ, as a matter of fact, in a bar. I mean, he probably even shouldn't be in bars. So what do you think? You okay about sending your kids out to the concert tonight? So a lot of people waiting on Facebook. And Shila, why don't you get us started? Because you were reading what Ray said.
Well, here's the deal. Well, Ray goes, not unless I want them assaulted and spit on by some punk who hides behind bodyguards, all for taking a photo. He is a punk, a wannabe tough guy, no respect for him because of how he represents himself. I don't know. Except for this spitting thing, which could be completely, obviously the most disrespectful thing you can do.
Or pee in the bucket.
Or the pee in the bucket. But who hasn't peed in a bucket? I know. I mean, I'm just, like, if you're a guy, you're drinking, I've seen worse things happen. Plus, we all try to get into bars when we were 19, some of us more successful than others. So it's hard for me to really go down on him, even though I'm not a big fan of him.
So you're saying he's just a 19-year-old being a 19-year-old?
He's a 19-year-old with a ton of money. So now you got a 19-year-old with a ton of money.
Ferraris and all that.
So everybody's paying attention. But I have a 12-year-old who, if she was not at camp, she'd probably want to go to that concert.
Yeah.
But the thing about that, my daughter knows all the bad things that he's done. Like, she'll say, did you see this? Did you see this? So she knows, like, he's kind of doing some stupid stuff, but she likes his music.
Right.
So
you know, he actually is pretty good singer and performer.
Right. Yeah. So you would send them just on account of that.
Yeah.
just that they know he's doing stupid things that aren't a good idea.
And just keep talking to your kid. Well, Melissa said this. I tried to influence my daughter with good music since she was born. Rolling Stones, you know, the Beatles, even some Barry Manilow. Oh, goodness. She is going to the Justin Bieber concert tonight in South Philly. Teenagers just don't listen. Well, it's hard to combat the media, you know, when you're a parent.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift, she has her own, you know, she's gone out with a lot of different guys, and we're going to the Taylor Swift concert on Saturday night.
Right.
I think she's a pretty good role model. generally speaking.
But you feel better about taking your daughter to Taylor
Swift than Bieber?
Yeah?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in town Friday and Saturday. Well, Dennis said this. I know a lot of people that have tried to sell his tickets and won't let their kids listen to his music or buy any of his CDs or tickets anymore. He's a bad influence on the youth of today. Overreaction, Shila?
Yeah, I think a huge overreaction. I mean, I don't know. Growing up, I listened to a lot of rap music, so they were doing God knows what, and I just never put their personal life in the same category as what they're singing. That's me. I just never took it seriously. I was just like, oh, it's a show. And I don't know why these parents expect a lot of these youth to be role models for their kids. Like, you're the role model, so you should kind of teach them the difference. And
I still kind of wonder where Justin Bieber's mom is, that she's not saying, like,
No,
hey,
that's true.
take it down a notch. You know,
I know where she is.
She's in a big
Partying with
mansion
him?
enjoying.
No, she's on a book tour.
Yeah.
Is she really?
She's on almost every television show this week and last week, pushing a book about
Their
Justin.
life and how they got to where they are.
And who knows, Justin might be talking to his mom going, Mom, it's an overreaction. You know how the media is. They're zoning in on everything I do.
Well, it's a sellout, Shila.
It is a sellout. It's the Biebs.
We'll take a camera out there tonight, maybe talk to some of the kids and the parents, and get at least one of his songs on tape and play it tomorrow morning on the show. Well, Forbes magazine has released its list of Hollywood's highest paid actors. Do you think Bieber is on there?
Well, coming in at number 1, who do you think it is?
I didn't think it was going to be Robert Downey Jr.
It is, though. He raked in an estimated $75 million this past year, thanks to Iron Man and the Avengers. The magazine says the Iron Man franchise actually cleaned up Downey's image, taking him from box office poison to box office gold.
Shila, your favorite's number 2.
I love Channing Tatum, and honestly, I just watched Magic Mike. Like, I was very late on the Magic Mike bandwagon.
Yeah.
But really, like, number 2, I mean, here's Robert Downey Jr., like, an exquisite actor, and then there's Channing Tatum.
He's so cute, though.
But I'm a Robert fan. I think he's beautiful, and he was in jail. Like, think about where he's been. He was in jail.
Bad boy.
Drugs, like the whole thing.
Didn't he try to help Lindsay Lohan? Didn't he offer to help her?
That's right, with some money.
Yeah.
Well, a Philly guy is in the mix here at number 3. Yeah, Kevin Hart. He's bringing in some cash at the box office. He filmed his stand-up routine. It's doing pretty well at the box office. Let Me Explain is the name of the movie. Earned nearly $118 million so far. And how about another local guy? Bradley Cooper's Hangover 3 made $111 million at the box office. He got a big cut from that.
I like him.
I do
You
too,
do?
but I really hope they stop.
Well, there's the
with all
quote of the day. Dawn likes him.
He's cute, too.
Really?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to meet a woman who's like, no, Bradley, God, that troll?
What a
We
dog.
love you, too, Mike.
Yeah, no, please. Yeah, he's no tool. Nice guy. Oh, hold on a second. I need to check the wires.
And
Kate Middleton has not had her baby.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Kate Middleton supposedly... One of the royal watchers I was seeing yesterday, I was reading an article about him. He says, in reality, it looks like she's going to have it next Tuesday.
really, because today is her stepmother-in-law, Camilla's birthday, so she was kind of hinting that it might happen today, so that would be kind of a...
Everybody I know this summer has been late on their baby arrivals. I don't know what it is. And they've all been boys. Is that what they say? If they're late, they're going to be... Is that what they say?
Dr. Manny Alvarez at Fox News Channel says if that baby's late, it's going to be a boy.
Right, but everybody thought it was going to be a girl because they thought Kate had slipped and kind of said something.
Oh, yeah. What did your final... Do you think it's a girl or a boy?
I said I thought it was a boy, but everybody thought it was a girl because of this kind of slip-up that she had where she was talking to somebody and said, my daughter.
Oh, and gave it away.
Well... The big Kate wait is still going on.
I like that, Kate wait.
Whatever you want to call it, Dawn. There's no denying that the anticipation for the birth of Kate and William's baby is stretching across the world. Well, of course, especially in the UK. A survey found that 10% of new moms are willing to leave their newborns unnamed until they find out what this child's name is, and then just mimic the royal baby and name it the same darn name.
Really?
That's weird to me.
That is weird.
But I bet a lot of people are going to be naming their child whatever William and Kate name this baby.
Because that's like
that will be the new popular name.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't get the
but they're
obsession.
waiting.
I know, I get it.
They're waiting. Would you do that?
No.
Come on.
Would you?
No. Don't you already have your name picked out when you're like 10 for the baby you're going to have?
We had our name picked out like well before she was born. Some people wait and then when the baby's born and they look at it and they're in the hospital and then they make the decision.
Right.
But I wouldn't wait like a week or something
You're like,
like
you don't
that.
look like an Angela. You look like something
Karen
else.
Happ at first named her kid Kellen.
Right.
And then when Kim and Kanye had their baby,
She switched to
Karen
North.
changed its name to North. Yeah.
I'm sure she'd appreciate that.
You know I'm kidding. No, it was South. They named it South. Would you like to have a closer relationship with your child? Guess what? Get on Facebook. Just the opposite of everything we've said before. A new study by researchers at Brigham Young University say teenagers who are connected to their parents on social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook are closer to them in real life, Dawn.
Yeah, the survey of nearly 500 families showed that teenagers who interact with their parents on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram are kinder, more generous, and more helpful towards other people. Researchers say parents should not shy away from contacting their children via social media, which you said it's kind of like we're trying to get our kids not to be on social media and to talk to each other in person.
Well, what happened to the oh, Mom, quit embarrassing me. You friended me on Facebook.
Right, right.
Are your parents on Facebook?
No. I think my father
My
actually
mom is.
My father has. My parents can't even work cell phones, so I can't imagine them trying to like maneuver Facebook. But I feel like my dad has a secret like identity on Facebook because he knows the posts I put up. Like, how else would you know that? And he'll comment. He's like, I didn't like that thing that you were doing last weekend at the bar. Or, I don't know what he was saying.
Well,
but
how's he know this stuff?
That's the thing. He's like this private investigator without actually.
What's he do?
Hysterical.
He's a professor. And
he's checking up on you.
In my rear is what he is. Well, I'm 32 though. Like, you should not have. Parents should not have Facebook. Like, it should just not.
Why not?
It's just really embarrassing.
This study says you're going to be closer to your children. He wants to be close to you.
Wasn't it done by Brigham Young University?
Yeah.
Like the most conservative.
They're Mormons.
Well,
So
my
they're all
daughter showed me how to set up my Instagram account. So that was kind of like she shows me how to do it and how to post pictures.
But you're in media.
Yeah, and she's not on Facebook because she's too young. But I asked to look at, I think you have to be 14 years old.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
It's not like they confirm it. They're like, are you 14? Yes.
But
like,
she
how do
did
they even
say,
know?
like, don't follow me on Instagram, Mom. But then she softened up, and so now she's showing me her posts. Because I want to know what she's putting on.
Well, heck yes.
Oh,
So,
my God.
and they're all cute pictures. I was kind of like, I want to see that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I saw them, and they were really sweet pictures of her when she was a baby or with her friends.
One day it's going to be like a thong picture. and
It's
then
not.
when
Don't say that.
Shila. Dong,
Don't
dong,
say
dong,
that.
dong.
Let's
All
be
right,
realistic.
Tissue?
Okay, why?
Tissue?
Bye.
I'll just hold on.
Okay.
A young Tennessee boy sheds tears of joy, and I think you might too, after hearing that his dad is coming home from Afghanistan.
Aw.
Okay. Here's the heartwarming reaction, and it's now getting lots of attention on YouTube and Good Day Philadelphia.
Would you say if we said Daddy's coming in just a few minutes? Did you like that? Is that a good cry?
Simply telling him that his dad's coming home made him cry, and
Wow.
here it is. I'll let you soak that in a second.
I love this story.
Wow. So it's U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Frank Gregg. Finished 12 deployments.
Wow.
Yeah, overseas.
I'd be crying too.
Look at that. Man.
I think that's one of, we see these stories where the parents surprised when they're coming home from the military.
Yeah.
That is a great one.
Crazy.
Boy, the reaction with the love of that kid for his dad. All right, we're going to break away for some fun right now for just a little bit, because we got to tell you this. New information into us about that deadly accident on Roosevelt Boulevard last night. It killed a mother and 3 of her 4 children that were crossing the street. Police tell us that witnesses saw the car that struck the family drag racing just prior to the crash. So 28-year-old Samara Banks and 3 of her children dead. Police say charges are now pending against the driver. His name has not been released. As soon as we get it, we'll bring it along to you. But the mom and the 2 kids basically killed instantly.
Right, and the third child died at the hospital just a short time ago.
Such a shame.
About an hour ago.
So there's only one. Is there one surviving child?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and he just lost his. He I think lost his whole family. That stretch, I'm always so scared to drive that road. I feel like so many problems happen there.
You know what? You're right.
I always hear about Roosevelt Boulevard always having
Every time I
something.
get on it, I think of all the stories we've done about the accidents, and it is hard to maneuver. All those different lanes, you're constantly looking around, and you can get up to pretty good speed through some of the intersections because there are a couple of places where the lights are far apart.
Right, and I think Steve, who was on the scene all morning, said there's kind of an incline
there. A little bit of a hill and a little bit of a curve.
Right,
so if you go around somebody too fast, you might not see somebody walking across the street.
Terrible.
So tough.
No, I know. All right. Well, we've got the forecast, and we're going to give it to you for today, and it really isn't that much different than yesterday. So whatever precautions you took to get through the hot and humid day that turned out to be 94 degrees yesterday, well, you're just going to have to do it all over again. Here's your excessive heat warning, which is in effect through Saturday now. We expect temperatures each day between now and Saturday, including Saturday, to stay in the 90s. Air quality alert, just for good measure, to make sure you really don't want to stay outside if you don't have to. That's the deal for today. So when you're walking out the door right now, here we are at 86 degrees at 9:16 in the morning. So we're getting close to 90 already. You can tell it's going to be a scorcher. It's 85 in Wilmington and Atlantic City. It's 80 degrees up in Mount Pocono. But not only that, we have the feels like temperature. It feels like 89 outside right now. Look at the Wrightstown, New Jersey heat index. It feels like 91. Already at Atlantic City International, it feels like 92. Same for Dover and where Jen is, close to where Jen is, down there in Cumberland County, New Jersey. It already feels like it is in the 90s. It's going to actually be in the 90s and feel like triple digits by the end of the day. We have 97 degrees today, 98 tomorrow, upper 90s again for Friday. And Friday will be the worst of it with the heat index of about 105 or 6. Saturday is still steamy. We get up to 93 degrees, and then some thunderstorms move in on Saturday night. They stick around for Sunday, and we get some relief finally by early next week. So there's your 7-day forecast. And Dawn, I'm really sorry about that Saturday night thing. I know you're going to see Taylor Swift.
I know. I think we might be in our rain gear, Sue.
Maybe.
All right. Thank you. Well, a Montgomery County teen took on one of the toughest cooking competitions, and he came out victorious. Mikey Robbins battled 3 other young chefs on a special teen episode of the Food Network show Chopped. Take a look.
We watched in awe to see which one of these culinary whiz kids will beat the others to win $10,000.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
Who knows? What we do know.
Well, Mikey was right. He made it through without being chopped and became the youngest winner. And guess what? He is here with us this morning.
And Mike Jarek is in the Fox 29 lunchroom with Mikey.
Yeah, up here in the lovely lunchroom on the 2nd floor. Hey, Mikey, welcome to the program.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Good to see you here.
You too.
Our staff over here, Bill, look over here. Root him on now. Come on, Mikey. We are very proud of you. You won the darn thing.
Yeah,
huh?
thank you. Thanks so much.
I watch Chopped all the time. That's a hard show.
Yeah.
I noticed that something caught fire when you were on.
Yeah.
Because you weren't paying attention.
I was going to get my plates and the potatoes got a little crispy.
They got a little crispy.
Yeah.
All show almost went up. So you're going to Germantown Academy. What, in a few weeks you start?
No, I just finished my freshman year at GA, and I'm an upcoming sophomore.
Oh, good for you. 15 years old. Okay, here's your challenge. You got the Chopped award of $10,000. See the vending machines? Come on over here. Bill, our cameraman's going to show you around here a little bit. Now, you got all this stuff to choose from. You got ice cream, you got the sodas, you got the juices, sandwiches, yogurts, peaches, chips, kind of the junky area over here. So we want you to pick out 4 items like you do on Chopped, okay? And then make something that might taste edible for us.
Okay.
Okay, so off the top of your head, what would you go for, do you think?
Probably one of the fruits, so I think I'm going to go with peaches.
Peaches, okay. Now, there's vegetables in there, believe it or not.
I think I'm going to do a dessert, so I'm going to grab some apples, too.
Dessert.
Whichever one.
Great. Apples and peaches. How about a 5-hour energy drink? No?
And then I think I'm going to grab some ice cream, too.
Ice cream, all right. So we'll keep your fourth ingredient secret, okay? You pick out another one without me seeing it. And then come down to the studio a little later and make us something.
Okay, sure.
How about I give you 20 minutes to get this done?
Okay.
Mike, congratulations again.
Thank you.
We're very proud of you here in Philly.
Thank you.
Okay, Germantown Academy's finest, Mikey Robbins.
I know. I'm impressed. Can't wait to see what he makes. Thanks, Mike. All right.